Sahib Kendriya Vidyalaya Urdu. I am going to discuss a new chapter, The Rat Trap. The Rat Trap by Sema Lagraf. She is a Swedish writer who has written this lesson. This lesson deals with the setting of the story. This lesson deals with the coal mines of Sweden. This story has been prepared in the background of the coal mines of Sweden. Main characters in the story are peddler, a seller of rat traps, crafter, a kind old man, iron master, owner of Ramjo Iron Mill, and Edla, his daughter, iron master's daughter, and master blacksmith and his companions. Background: the protagonist of the story is a rat trap seller. He is from poor background. His clothes are torn and almost dirty. He prepares the rat trap from the wire and sells it. Sometimes the selling is so low, so poor that he is unable to meet the both ends. So sometimes he resorts to begging or perform small thieving. In the course of selling the rat traps, he has been struck by an idea that this entire world is a big rat trap and everyone who is on this earth is on a bound of certain attractions like pets, food, shelter, joy, riches, etc. These are the pets, and one is entrapped in this big rat trap on account of certain attractions like riches, joy, shelter, food, etc. Now the main events of the story is that while selling the rat trap, the peddler tried to return home, but it has become evening. So he knocks at the door of a cottage along the highway. He expects that some sour faces will greet him, but he was surprised that an old man who was a crafter opened the door and welcomed him inside, offered the food, meal for the night, also tobacco, and both of them played a kind of Swedish game Majoris. Because the crafter was also without family, without wife and a child. He was living there alone. So he employed a good company with the peddler that night in the house. During the conversation, during the intercourse of the two, he come to the conclusion that he was a suspicious man. So in order to test his integrity, he took out 3 10-kroner wrinkled notes from a leather pouch, mounted it and put it back in the pouch and hung the pouch near the window pane of the window frame. Now they slept. In the morning, both of them looked in different directions, and after half an hour, peddler returns, breaks the window pane from outside and took possession of leather pouch. And then he becomes suspicious that he might be caught. So instead of following a fair route, he adopts the path going through the forest, and in the forest, since the path through the forest was not known to him, so he got lost. And he was beating around the same path in the jungle from morning till the evening. He was so tired that he fell and became unconscious. When he regained conscious after some time, he heard the sound of hammer falling on the animal. So he thought that some iron factory would be nearby, and he proceeded in the direction of the sound. There he went. It was winter, so he stood near the furnace of the forge and he warmed himself. He felt comfortable. In the meantime, the factory owner, mill owner, iron master came and he looked at him in the dim light of the forge, and he took him for annual acquaintance of his old regiment, and he addressed him as captain. But since he was not that man, he was not that man who he was taken for by the owner. So he rather so reluctance. So he thought perhaps the situation had gone downhill, and therefore he is hesitating to face the situation. So he invited him, why are you standing here? Why not you come to my manor house, take rest for the night. We will talk together about the old memories, and then you can go next day from my house. But he did not go. After half an hour, the iron master's daughter came, whose name was Etla Wilkinson. She had a very friendly and persuasive manner. She was courteous, and her talk with the peddler convinced him that he could be safe as long as he stays in manor's house. So he followed her. Christmas was to be celebrated day after tomorrow. So next day he was saved. He had taken bath, and new suit was offered to him, and in the broad daylight it was quite clear that he was not what he was taken for in the previous day. So at this he rode, iron master rode, how dare you stay in my house? So he said, sir, it's not my fault, you have invited me. I did not accept your invitation, so you sent your daughter to bring me your home. I came on the persistent insistence shown by both of you. So it's not my fault. If you don't like my presence in your house, I can go putting on the rags again. So at this, Etla said, Papa, no. He is a disturbed man. He walks day and night throughout the year. Let him have at least a day of peace in his life in the name of Christmas celebration. He should have stay with us, have good dinner, good lunch with us. So father. Next day, father and daughter both left early to attend the church services. There at the church, they came to know that there was a peddler who sells rat traps of wire, and he had stolen 3 10-kroner notes from crafter's house. So they came, and they found that this man was still sleeping, and now the man has come to know through their body language that his identity has been exposed, and he wanted to leave the house at his earliest. So he left 2 rat traps. In one rat trap there was a letter for Etla appreciating his good gestures, and he has also mentioned that human beings are essentially good, and their goodness can be awakened through love and kindness, and she had done this to arouse goodness, humanity in him, and turning him into a noble citizen. And so both these rat traps, they were very lovely rat traps, sleek rat traps. So he left 2 rat traps. In one rat trap he left the 10-kroner notes, and in other a letter for him. Resolution: Etla's generosity changes the peddler's heart, and he leaves a letter, stolen money, and a letter for Etla. Question: how did the crafter tempt the peddler to steal money? How did the crafter tempt the peddler to steal money, and how did it change the peddler's life?